Hey everyone, Michelle here from Scrappy Soul Sister, and I am sharing with you today the July limited edition My Creative Scrapbook kit. And as you can see, it is gorgeous as usual. And this kit is based on the 49 and Market Little Celebrations, Little Dreamers kit, or I should say collection. And so I haven't really seen this collection too much, so I'm really excited to play with it. It is designed by Joanne Bain, and I have not played with any of her designs on any of her other collections, and so this will be fun to dig into. So first, let's start with the papers. So let me put all the other bits of goodness aside. And we have, isn't this gorgeous? So I really love the soft colors, and you know, the thing with soft colors, your photos can really pop. And so this is a wood grain with an inset frame, some balloons, some florals, lots of steely blue, a coppery, really light copper, some grays, really beautiful. And this one is called Celebrate. And on the back is a mixed media polka dot. Again, lots of the grays, lots of the lighter colors in here, and then a little bit of the balloons and berries and leaves in that branding strip. Now this one is called Faded Memory. It also is a polka dot, but a smaller polka dot against a tealish, I would say, color, with some florals, some paint splatters, some text. Really pretty. And on the back is another mixed media. This one has a bit more gray in it against that. I don't know if it's teal. This one on this side feels a more minty. Maybe we should call it mint. With some brush strokes, some more text, some kind of linen feel in the lines going across. And then the branding strip is a floral on that as well. Now this one is called Bespoke. I really like the vertical lines in this one. The florals on the corners, just a really nice frame for your pictures and action that you can do in the center. And here we have an all over print with that floral with a gray polka dot. So it's nice to have, you know, a bit of a different scale, since all the other papers that we've looked at so far have that mixed media background feel that is also great for, you know, making tags with or backing your photos. This is just a really nice different scale to use in your designs. And this one also has that mint, but there's a bit more of a peachy pink in there with the kind of diagonal herringbone type of stripe in there. Balloons, a darker gray, so you can really kind of pull out that darker color in this paper. This is called Party Time. And this one is nice and soft, right? It more creams, that peach color with a lot of pattern towards the exterior of the paper, and then the diagonal across the branding strip. Almost looks like little arrows. Okay. So this one has a bit more decoration. It kind of looks like stacked papers, right? With the polka dot and the mint, and then the herringbone, a couple different colors of that. That looks like it's stacked, or that it looks like it might have like washi tape on the edge in a couple different colors, some text print. And then on the back is just a really nice smaller scale polka dot with that mint and some grays and some peach, a little bit of text in here. And then the branding strip has more of that large herringbone pattern with some of the grungy gray and florals. And then this one is more of a horizontal layout with the wood grain at the top and the bottom, kind of framing everything in. The balloons with the florals, the swags, very, very pretty. And this is called Uplifting Moments. And then the back side is this all over print. Isn't that cute? With the balloons, you can either cut those out or cut this in strips or use it as a background, whatever you choose. And then the branding strip is that wood grain pattern. I really like this color. It's I've been calling it a steely blue. I'm not sure what the official color is. It almost has like a sage blue in there. And so a little bit more of the larger herringbone, lots of kind of crosshatch kind of feel with the brushed dry paint. All of the colors represented here in a really, really pretty way. The peaches, the blue, the mints, the creams, very, very easy to work with, right? Oh, isn't that pretty? So you all know how I feel about wood grain, but I like that it is, a pattern in going in different directions. So you can kind of use it in chunks, or you can, of course, use it as is. I really, really like that. And then we have this one, a wood grain background. This one's called Whimsy. And then it kind of feels like a notebook page with florals on the corners. This one might be one of the backgrounds I choose to use because this one is kind of calling out to me. And then on the back is a that same sort of mixed media with the florals in the corners, but in a much smaller, subtler way. A branding strip with the wood grain down here. And then we have, oh, that's why I was going to say it doesn't have a name, but it is the bonus sheet. And so some florals, a nice mint center, some different colors towards the edges. And then we have one other piece from 49 Market, but this is from the One Perfect Day collection. So works with the little celebration collection really, really well. But the colors are just a tad more intense. I really like the sewing look on the paper, the little bits of pieces of lace, some text. And then on the back is this really fun all over print with the text kind of looking like a stack of papers. You can see how it is in different directions with the florals. And then this one has a more darker branding strip with the lighter polka dots. So that is the papers. We also receive, let me see what I can pull over here. Now, my packaging is a little bit torn, so some of my die cut elements are falling out. But I'll show you the back, and then at the end of the video, I'll pull all these out. But there are some frames, little index cards, more index cards through here with a little bit of pop of color, some tabs, reel. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. we have the laser cut elements. So this one, why don't I go ahead and break it out of the package, because it's a little bit easier to fold out and look at. There is, let's see, there's usually 4, yeah. So one complete sheet of florals, so two sheets of florals. There are also just a few butterflies through here. There's also some feathers. So just a lot of different pieces, a lot of different scales. And then the other piece has more of your celebration elements, your cakes, your balloons, cute little birdies. I love, love, love little twinkle lights like this, and some banners. And then on the back of your packaging for your bonus, you have a few different cards you can cut out. You have some frames you can cut out. Isn't that a beautiful balloon? And I'm just going to check. Yep, there is one of those in the laser punch outs. If you don't feel like getting out your fussy scissors, there are some balloons and then a few little word strips. So that is what you get from the little collection, little celebration portion of the kit. As always, we get some flowers. So we get 2 packages this time. Aren't they pretty? And I really, I always have to squish my flowers when I first get them, just to see what the future will be for layouts, whether it's for layouts that I'll do more in shadow boxes, if I will remove the centers, or if I think they are okay for a to go in a scrapbook. And I think these, for the most part, are fine to go in a scrapbook. They go pretty flat. And then these, both of these are from Prima. I don't know if I mentioned that. Look at, isn't that pretty, with kind of that newsprint for the petals? A lovely minty green, a nice kind of chocolatey cocoa brown. These do have more of a height profile, and so more appropriate for a shadow box, or remove the centers. You know, really pretty easy to do that. So those are the florals. There are a few other things in this kit this time. So this really pretty stencil that you can, you know, do in the corner, or you can just pull out elements, or you can do on one it looks like maybe 6x8. Yeah. A 6x8 that you could use as one of the layering pieces in your layout. Lovely little strand of beads. Embroidery floss, which I haven't seen in previous kits, but it's a great idea. So whether you want to sew on your layouts, or if you want to just pull some pieces and create little loops that you can use in your embellishment clusters. We'll have to see what kind of fun things we can come out with that. You received the Woodland Grove Maggie Holmes stamp set from American Crafts. And so I love the little leaves and flowers. You are sunshine, a little hello, some little, we'll just say fruit. I don't know if they're apples or peaches or apricots, but they are fruit, so we'll go with that. And then this beautiful life phrase, as well as a frame. So that'll be fun to play with. And then we receive a spray. And again, I have not received a spray previously in my little scrapbook kit. And so it looks like, so this It's nice as far as you will be adding the water to it, so you don't have to worry about it spilling or leaking in your kit. And you can also, um, I'm sorry, I should be talking, but I'm reading because I have not experienced this one before. So, two-tone metallic spray in fuchsia and gold. This is by Hero Arts, and so this will be a ton of fun to play with. So I'm excited. So as always, you will also have access to the sketch for the month, and that's this one by Laura Creates. And so lots of little paper layering through here, a title and embellishments here with a couple of photos. And then for the cut file for the limited edition kit, you receive these florals. And finally, before I let you go, I did break out the embellishment pack, and so 93 die cut pieces, just to give you an idea of what they look like. Some great stacker pieces, some great vertical or longer pieces to put under your photos or your title, some tickets, lots of great frames, the note cards, tags, file tabs, some pretty circle elements, your viewfinder slides, these little, I don't know if they're intended to be clouds or like doilies, but they're very cute. Some stars and hearts and a few little words. So lots of fun stuff with this one. Okay, I'm done now. So everyone have a great day, and I will catch up to you on my next video. Thank you.